Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today I will explain the way you, as a party into the proceeding, you can do in order to remove a CCJ against your name. But first of all, before giving you the option or giving you how you can actually do that, I need to explain to you exactly what are your options. But first of all, let's go back. You previously have watched in my previous video, I've explained how you can get a county court judgment. Let's say, for example, if you have not been living into that address and the claim form has been served to that address, then you have to make an application by completing an N244. That N244 has to be along with a drafted order and a witness statement in support of your application to set aside. In order to set aside, you need to satisfy, at least you can use two options. One of them is called mandatory ground. What is a mandatory ground? The mandatory ground, this means that the court does not have any discretion in order to set aside a county court judgment. Let's say, for example, if you've been unwell, you've been sick, you didn't have the chance to respond to a claim form, and the other party has obtained a county court judgment. Of course, if you satisfy the mandatory ground, the court must set aside the county court judgment to give you a chance, at least, to respond to the claim form. That's called a mandatory ground. It can be, for example, if you have not resigned to that address, it has been served to the wrong address. It can be, for example, the other party has not followed the rule in servicing the claim form to you. Then that can be a straightforward process, like I explained earlier. You just need to complete an N244 and need to put a draft order and a witness statement. Then you have to submit to the county court. There is a fees to pay, all depend. If you want the matter to be heard at a hearing, then you have to pay 275 currently. But if you want the matter to be heard on paper, then it's £108. Of course, if you do that, then the court will make a decision whether or not you have satisfied the mandatory ground. And there's also a second ground, which is a discretionary ground. In that ground, for example, if you've been served with a claim form in the current address and the claim form has been served properly, but any event you fail to respond to the claim form or respond or filing in acknowledgement services, like I explained into my previous video, the other party will be entitled to enter a county court judgment. But in that scenario, let's say if you fail to file a claim form which was served to the correct address, then you have a very limited time. The law says that you have to act promptly. It means by the time that you knew about it, you have to make an application very promptly. Don't waste your time, because if you do, even if you have a merit in defending that claim, then you have to act promptly. That will be something that the court will consider. And also the court will also consider whether or not you have a merit in defending that claim form. So there's a merit, there is a promptitude, you have to act promptly, and there are other scenarios that the court will use their discretion in order to remove that CCJ. And also the last ground, which also depend on the promptitude. Let's say, for example, you failed to attend the hearing, the other party will also be entitled to enter a county court judgment. In order to make an application, again, that will be the same test. You need to show there's a merit in defending the claim. You also have to act very promptly. If you do satisfy those reasons, then you have a chance to set aside a county court judgment. If you need assistance in setting aside a county court judgment, we can help you in drafting an application N244, the drafted order, and also a witness statement. We can draft that for you, and you'll be able to submit it by yourself to the county court and paying the relevant fee. Then if you need assistance or further information how to set aside a county court judgment, our website www.contestolegal.co.uk, or you can also telephone us. You find the number just on the bottom there. That's the number. You can phone us, or you can also see our website down there. So please subscribe and share the video. Thank you.